Hello, hello. What was that? I'm gonna hold on to that. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. This is Tall Man Tarot. Subscribe, like, follow. If you've already subscribed, thank you. I love you all. Thank you so very much. Just gathering messages for the collective. I just jump in the energy stream and see what I can glean and bring to you. At least what I'm allowed to, right? Right. Thank you. All right, let's go. Spirit, what is it that you like to say to the collective at this time? Healing, having wishful thinking. Oh, this is bringing in happiness. Your healing is bringing in happiness. There we go. I like it. Yeah. New, passionate, inspiring opportunity. Wow. A new, passionate, inspiring opportunity is going to help you be able to move forward. Heavy Cancer energy, Aquarius. There's some options that are popping up. Some of the options could involve for some of you is relationships, long-term, marriage, spiritual awakenings for those. It's just lots of options here. It's hard to pin it down. There's so many people that, you know, I'm reading for right now. November. Something by November for somebody. I know you probably won't remember that, but I said it here first. November. Material success, baby. Some kind of equal give and take that's gonna bring you in some kind of material success, okay? But it's not, there's no rush on this, right? This is slowly coming in for you. Oops. The fool jumped out. Literally jumped. Look at the way he looks. He jumped, for sure. It's kind of, yeah, but he jumped. Like, look at me. Yeah, no rush. This is gonna be a fresh start for some of you. Fresh start, baby. You like that idea? I like that. Just remember, you better come back, because I said November. This could possibly, this is not love. This is not love. So if you're somebody that was looking for, you know, some kind of fantastic romance to come flying out for your new start, this is about your material gain. This is about you getting what you deserve in this life. That's what this is about, okay? And that's the truth. This is not love. I just keep seeing that. This is not love. This is not love. I mean, it could be love, but a love in a different kind of way, not the love like you think with another person. Everybody always thinks that they can't do anything. See, this is not love. This is about coming out of material trouble. This is about coming out of being in the cold financially. That's what this is about. You know? Some people is going to be attached to a person, right? But I don't think that it's going to be what you think that it is, right? There are certain people that you can connect with that will open you up spiritually, energetically. Just like right now, if you go sit around like someone that's a spiritual guru, you could come from the streets and not have any lick of spiritual knowledge at all, right? And then you could be placed in a room next to a spiritual guru or something like that that's really been touched and blessed by God in some kind of way, right? And when you sit with them, everything else that you know completely dissolves and your mind is just reconstructed into a different mindset. And this could change how you view life. And I forgot to put my mic on again. Okay, I'll do it for the next video. Just thought about that. But this could change your whole view on life. This could change your views and ideas on abundance and how the world works and how spirit moves, you know, how God is, what you see God to be, how you've seen God in your life, you know, the Most High God. These kind of conversations or just sitting around is enlightening. You could reach some kind of enlightenment from being around certain people that are enlightened. So it's not always about love. It's about the company that you keep. Some of you have been isolated, completely isolated and broken down, and everything has fallen apart in your life. Some of you have been completely isolated, broken down, and taken away from everything in your life that no longer serves you, right? This could have happened voluntarily or involuntarily by your guides, by the Most High. This could just be where all the planets aligned and all the ducks were in a row and cycles closed, doors closed on things that no longer serve you. You could have a higher purpose. And all of those distractions were removed away from you. And you could have deemed it as some kind of punishment and you could feel bad about it and stuff like that, right? You can feel bad about it and whatever like that, right? But there's going to be a period where you receive some kind of enlightenment from source, from your guides, right? And you receive this enlightenment and you're like, wait a minute, all of those things were not good for me. And then you start to get focused on what it is that you're doing, right? That you want to do in your life. And you have so much more focus. For a lot of you, your energy was leaking to all different types of people everywhere, from women to friends, family. They were all taken away from your source energy. And by you closing the cycle on all of these energetic gimmies, shall we say, you close the door on all of that. You've claimed all of your power back, right? And now you start to focus on what it is that you want to do, and you have that much towards what it is that you want to do. And then source, your guides as well, higher self, whatever you subscribe to, decides, okay, he or she is ready. And then they bring someone in out of left field. Source brings this person in that is enlightened, in tune, in alignment with their assignment. And once you are sharing the same space, with this individual, your mind expands. And this is what could lead to the material success that you've been looking for, the equal give and take out of life that you've been looking for. You were seeing it this way, and you were stuck seeing it this way. And then you meet someone that's enlightened, that teaches you and shows you without even teaching you or showing you on purpose to see things this way, like completely wide open, not a caged kind of mindset, showing you a completely different way to become abundant or to be abundant, or how to use your gift to be abundant, or, and this doesn't have anything to do with the type of love that you're associating it with. Like 90% of the internet, they're just looking for another, relationship, that probably doesn't serve them in the way that it needs to serve them, and continue being stuck in the same loop. This is the type of relationship that changes everything, right? This is the type of relationship that elevates you mentally. All right, let me start. Okay, the type of relationship that is designed to bring you out of material trouble, okay? Where you didn't have any growth, right? See what I mean? You were boxed in, caged in, how you were taught. This is going to rewire. I know, Siri. I know you don't understand. This is going to rewire your circuitry, It changes your mindset in a way that moves you towards abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so very much. Yeah. You leave something behind and move towards, like, the sun is like, okay, this is everything. As far as like awareness, happiness, awareness on how to achieve happiness. This is vitality. This is like strength. Like, it's so bright. It's so strong. It's a vibration that is so high that you just become a magnet for whatever it is that you want. And we all know that if, you raise your vibration, you get, you attract when your vibration is high. And so this is what happens with these type of relationships when you meet, certain people that are enlightened. Yeah. It's like you have no choice. Like you can't even see being back in those same rooms that you were in. You can't even see being back in those same rooms. You can't see yourself being back in the same rooms that you were in before, because it's like you don't even speak the same language as the people from the past anymore. And that's how they're going to see you. Yeah. You're going to, really think about how easy it was for you to let go of the initial thoughts that you had, whatever that you were healing from, right? You're going to be amazed at how fast that dissolves once the sun comes in. Oh. Spilled cups, liquid, sun, evaporation. Okay, Spirit. You're going to be amazed at it's going to be something that you think about like, damn, that instantly like disappeared. It's almost like a feeling of really understanding that those were lessons, those were things that were designed to teach you. And so, because you're seeing things from a different perspective. Now, I don't know if this is a spirit guide, whatever this relationship is. I don't know if this is in the spirit or if this is in the physical. But it's something. It's definitely something. It's definitely something that's going to change you. Yeah, you're going to realize that it wasn't what you actually deserve. It's what you're going to, it's okay. So this energy here that I'm trying to explain is like, when all of this hits, it's like a overload of information, but you're going to retain all of it. But then part of you is going to reflect back to what happened before all of this. And it's going to be like, it's like a hindsight moment, I guess. How they say hindsight is 20/20. You're going to understand and realize, wow, that's where I was at. Wow. So that was designed for this, and this was designed for me to learn that. And you're going to piece everything together when it comes down to that. So you're going to understand what all of it was for. Yeah. This is very good. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're going to know why you weren't able to, I want to say take care of yourself or reach the stability that you desired. You're going to know why you weren't able to reach the level of stability that you desired in the past. You're going to understand why. Because you're understanding what all of it was for. Crazy, right? Example. Being impoverished for the majority of your life, and then receiving a check for $1 million. Let's just say $1 million, right? You receive a check for $1 million while you've been severely impoverished, and so what do? You buy a bunch of stuff, you blow through that $1 million very quickly, because most people know $1 million isn't much. So you blow through that really fast, right? Okay, versus you're going through what you needed to go through and then being enlightened and changing your whole mindset and then receiving that $1 million. You're better equipped to handle that amount of money the way that you should handle that money, in order to ensure that you're stable, more stable moving forward in your life, right? Like that. You can better understand why you weren't able to be as stable as you were trying to be or wanted to be in the past. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, and being able to understand why the offer. Okay, some of you, right, you envisioned like You envisioned the Ten of Cups, right? So people that don't know what the Ten of Cups is, you envisioned your complete emotional happiness. Some of you pictured it being with somebody and being married, the picket fence, the dog, you know, the matching cars, like the beautiful life, right? And the beautiful life that has been painted for everyone to imagine and for everyone to chase as the American dream. You pictured your life going that way. And that's the thing that kind of like rocks you in a different way, is because you seen the success and emotional happiness coming that way. So understanding that it's going to come to you in a different way in which you could not have imagined, or you didn't even think of this path as being a path. You didn't even know this was a path. You've been fighting the tide your entire life. You've been fighting the tide and never even knowing that this path exists. That's a mind blower for you, because you've seen this as being everything. You've seen the Ten of Cups as being the only way of success. The only way. And you're realizing it's not coming to you that way. It's coming to you in a different way. Thank you, Spirit. So this is deep, you know, for those that pictured their life, you know, being like Family Matters, The Cosby Show. You know, when it's a lot of you that are like that, you know, I too am one of those people that believe the same thing. That was the dream for me, you know. It's still there as a ghost, you know what I mean, in my mind. But for those that were like super, super going hard for that, in which there are a lot of you, and a lot of you probably grew up during those times when that was, you know, that was pushed very heavy, you know, to where they were even shaming single people, and some still do shame single people and stuff like that. People that are going towards, you know, success and you know, in a different way or whatever. They were ashamed and stuff like that, you know. They're nobody if they don't have kids for their parents to have grandkids, and, you know, living that, you know, the life, the Ten of Cups life, you know. So yeah, okay, cool. What else do we have, Spirit? Yeah, it's kind of, it changes you because you were looking at what everybody else had. You were watching those TV shows, and after that vision of Cosby Show, Family Matters, whatever you want to say. But you weren't seeing this lane that the Most High was trying to give to you, which was probably your lane. This was your lane. You're different. So this isn't for everybody, but this is for quite a few people. You know, this is a group. If I'm speaking, it's to a decent sized group. I can tell you that. You know, you can have a higher calling. You're here for something different this time, is what I just heard in my head, loud and clear. You're here for something different this time. Take that how you want to take it. You're here for something different this time. Anyway, you were looking at what everybody else was doing and not really paying attention to the opportunity that Spirit was trying to give to you. And you were taking action towards that because that's what it is that you wanted. And you wonder why you received Page. Oh, You wondered why you received page action, right? Why there were pages coming to you. For those that don't know what pages are, people that were like immature and wasn't ready for what it is that you were trying to get to, that 10 of cups, like you were always running into those type of people and being bound to those people in some kind of way. You always wondered why. You always wondered why. And so once you reach this level of enlightenment, yeah, that was leaving you in the 8 of Swords energy every time, feeling like you're trapped in a situation with somebody that does not want to, and then it leaves you having to get rid of somebody that you feel shady, sneaky, doesn't want to give to you. I don't know. I feel like it was a part of the design, right? But anyway, you know, you always wonder why you ran in those type of people all the time. You did. But once you reach this type of awareness, like I said, that hindsight is serious. And then you're going to reach a period of just, okay, I get it. I get it all now. Now I'm moving forward. You're going to have a different plan now, okay? Because you understand and you know what's going on now. That hindsight, that reflective period, when you sit and you think about that in your level of awareness that you get to, you're going to understand the plan. I like that. Everything is going to make sense to you. Yeah. Now you're going to start to like take action towards something different. And you're going to have like a new level. The word exuberance wants to, and as soon as I said exuberance, I looked at this Fool card right here. It's very funny. You're gonna have a level of exuberance, right? For your newfound direction, newfound plan. It's like, now I know what I'm supposed to do versus aimlessly doing stuff and hopes trying to fit a square peg into a round hole for so long. And then finally receiving the transmission to know exactly what it is that you're supposed to do. And so that's awesome when you know what it is that you're supposed to do and you can do it. And you can do it to the best of your ability, or you can learn how to do it to the best of your ability. Yeah. It's exciting to know what it is you're supposed to do and learn how to do it to the best of your ability. There you go. And the Most High shows up. That's the plan. And you realize that the Most High helped you walk away from all of those things. No matter how much emotion you had tied into those things, when you close those chapters that we talked about in the beginning of this reading, you understand what the plan was from the Most High. You understand. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.